Welcome to the Accendo Traders Group. This is our video trade plan for Wednesday, June 11th, 2008. AccendoTraders.com, effective trade plans delivered daily. Each day we go through our routine to make sure that we're on the right side of our trades. We want to make sure that we check our news and any upcoming events that might move the market one way or the other. And again, protect ourselves by setting alerts and scanning our systems for new trades that could be impacted by those trades. And always we want to make sure that we have time to spend with our family. Today in the market, we had a kind of a roller coaster, blah day. The Fed chairman emphasized his concern about inflation, and now the Fed future are showing that they believe rates are going to go up 80% by saying that will be heading up by September. The trade deficit widened, but not a big deal. The big reason probably why we had a roller coaster road is the crude initially was up today and then it retraced back to a loss for the day. So as the crude fall back, the market kind of rallied off of that. 4 out of the 10 sectors and then in the positive territory. And you can see by the numbers, really a blah day. Nothing really going on in the earnings. Some upgrades, Coca-Cola, BP, Apple was upgraded, and some downgrades of Lehman Brothers, Alcoa, LVS, and others. Tomorrow in the market, we have crude inventories, the Fed base book. Be interesting to see what's in there. And Treasury budget, nothing on our earnings front, and the same split plays. So let's go ahead and take a look at our flagged list. Okay, as we look at our flagged stocks, we can see that we basically have some more indecision. When we look at the NASDAQ, definitely wicks on both sides. The good news is that we basically got down to this old resistance, now support for the NASDAQ, got down there, and the buyers came in and pushed us back up to the 50. So we can definitely see that this is definitely where we might want to turn over and start to go bearish on the NASDAQ if we break this 2430 range. So the good news is, yes, that the buyers did come in, along with these wicks that we talked about early this week, that the buyers did come in and push us higher. On the Dow, more indecision. You can see that we still kind of have our falling 3. Now it's a falling 4 setup going on here. Still haven't gotten back. We went up to the moving average and fell back down. For our S&P 500, kind of the same thing going on here. Still, buyers are coming in at this 1350 range and pushing us back up. But obviously, we have indecision. The market's trying to determine where we're going. What's going to be our catalyst? Some believe that tomorrow's Fed base book might have something in it to move us one way or the other, especially if there's some negative numbers in there. I don't know. We'll see, but we need a catalyst. So as we look at our stocks, we're kind of where we were last week. If you remember last week, I got rid of ABX because we failed at the 50. We're coming back, so we're gonna sort of snap back down. As I go through some of the stocks, you'll see they're retracing back to support levels again of the moving average. And last week, when this happened, we got good bounces off of that support of the moving averages. Now, so really what that's talking about is really sort of a day trade type of a play. Cat setting up for a nice breakout. That falling 3 pattern is playing out. So this is setting up for a nice falling 3 pattern here. But look at CLF, pull back to the moving average. So this is a good, I wouldn't go in this bullish, but if this goes below $99, this should be a good put play. But if I come back here to B9, retrace back, should bounce from here. Should. A&R bounced off the 10, still hanging on. Let's come down here to MT. Kind of the same thing going on here. Fell all the way down to the 20. If we go lower at $98, we got a nice run in here down to the 50. Our oil stocks kind of are retracing back to the moving averages. I took some of them off. I kept COP because I still like the chart a little bit better than I do. Look at NE. This one doesn't look as good. As a matter of fact, I'm going to unflag it. Probably the same thing's going to be here. Well, NOV is a little bit better, so we can keep it. Another energy stock. So what we need to do here is to see these patterns bounce off the support or play the weakness to the downside. Remember how we were playing the X, United States Steel, as it came down here. So that was my decision. I have the same thought process that I had before. I'm looking for good trending stocks. If not, I want out. If not, ATUs looks like it's failing here at these highs. So for right now, this is one of them I am going to get out. I'm looking for nice trending stocks. There we go. That's something. BNI, very nice. BTU, trending. For my coal play, I'm going to go with BTU. So I'm going to get rid of CNX. CUP, good chart. CLF, a good chart. But now it looks like this weakness is coming in. Goldman Sachs is setting up weakness. I like the fact that it balanced that support again, so we might get a better entry for our put play. MON, nice chart. MT, good chart, but showing weakness at the 20. We need to bounce here or play to drop down. So that's my thought process. Okay, and now we're ready to go to the education portion of our video. And we're using the book Trading on Zoom by Mark Douglas. And we're on chapter 3, Taking Responsibility, Shaping Your Mental Environment. And he goes on in this section to start talking about, it seems real simple. Hey, be responsible for your trading. Hey, take responsibility for the fact that you're making money or losing money. Seems real simple when you say it, but it's not that simple to actually believe it. And more importantly, it's not that simple to actually enact it. To claim it, to actually do what you're saying. And, I've so many times shared it with you guys, the responses that I hear when I've been in these groups and hear people, attack these gurus. And trust me, a lot of these gurus are full of crap. A lot of these systems are full of crap. They don't care about you. They don't care about your success. I get that. So I don't want to fault them for, saying, this system, there's this one guy on Better Trades, and, his system, I haven't met a person that's made money with that system yet. I've met a lot of people that lost money. And those people who've been with me, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Well, here's the thing. What are you doing about it? Once you start losing money, at some point you have to stop and say, this isn't working. And then you have to ask yourself, well, is trading something that I want to do? Yes. Okay. So this isn't working. So what is working? It's, how many times have you heard, find somebody who's doing something that you want to do, take them out to lunch and listen, find that person, in that profession, in that field, see what they're doing and, follow them. Hey, can I be your intern? Hey, can I follow you for a day? Let me see what you're doing for a day. That's one of the reasons why I like the videos that I provide for you guys, is because I'm pulling up the charts and I'm talking and I'm saying, here's what I see. And hopefully modeling for you, that's my education background, and saying, here's what I'm seeing. And, here's what, why I'm going to set an alert here. Here's why I may enact a trade because of what's happening here. You're seeing it so that hopefully you're learning from this and you can put this into your own system, put this into your own practice so that down the road you don't need this. Again, I think that's what separate what I'm trying to do from a little newsletter, because I'm hoping that, you guys are able to see this and act upon it, embrace it, develop it as a part of your own system and grow and move on, and we all can, drink martinis on some island down the road. So, obviously our goal here is to make money, but more importantly is to make money consistently. And I think that's another reason why we as traders have failed, is because we stick with that first goal, which is to make money, and we make money one day and lose money, make money, lose money. And we forget about, hey, I want to make money consistently. And for me, I want to make money consistently and simply. I got tired of learning all these strategies and I had them all in my head and they were conflicting and there was all these things. And finally I just said, you know what? This is what I'm going to do. And I'll love to have a conversation about your system and we can talk about it, but this is what I'm doing. This is who I am. I'm this guy, I'm this trader, I'm this person, and that's who I am. And that's when my trading took off. When I stopped trying to learn 100 different strategies, I made a trade plan, I stuck to it, and I make adjustments. And when people share with me new ideas, I listen and I take for them and I try to grow, but I implement them into my system. I don't learn a new system and become that system. I take what's good from other systems and try to implement it into my own. So I'll end with, he goes on to say the best trader thinks in unique ways, and that's what we'll be talking about tomorrow. What are some of the ways that successful traders think? There's a podcast link, feedback link. As I've been saying that I want to get a dialogue going. I want us all to learn together. So please talk back to me from DT Alpha. Talk back to me. Share what you're thinking. Share your thoughts. Let's grow together and let's become profitable together. Take your own risk, and I will see you tomorrow.